Good afternoon, everyone. I will be continue my report about profitability ratios on how to compute the contribution margin ratios. So, the contribution margin ratios is computed as the difference between the sales price of a product and the variable cost associated with its production and sales process. So, the formula that we will use is the contribution margin is equals to sales revenue minus variable cost. So then, the above formulas is also used as a ratio. To arrive at an answer in percentage, contribution margin ratio is equals to sales revenue minus variable cost over sales revenue. So sabi dito may dalawang formula yung contribution margin ratios. Meron yung formula about using ratios and using percentage. Yung sa percentage, kagaya ng sinabi ko yung sa sales revenue minus variable cost over sales revenue. While yung ratio is sales revenue minus variable cost. So, for example, let's say a machine from a manufacturing ink pens comes at the cost of $10. Manufacturing one ink pen requires $0.2 worth of raw materials like plastic, ink, and nib. Another $0.1 goes towards the electricity charge for running the machine due to produce one ink pen, and $0.3 is the labor charge to manufacturing one ink pen. So, sabi dito, yung isang manufacturer na meron silang sindinictate dito na $10,000 for manufacturing. Then, dinictate din dito yung mga gagamitin sa raw materials, electricity, and the labor charge. So, these three components constitute the variable cost per unit. The total variable cost of manufacturing our ink comes into 0.2, which is the raw materials, plus 0.1, which is the electricity, plus 0.3 is the labor charge. So, it equals to $0.6 per unit. So, if a total of 100 ink pens are manufactured, the total variable cost will come to 0.6 times 100 unit is equals to $60. While manufacturing 10,000 ink pens will lead to a total variable cost of 0.6 times 10,000 units is equals to $6,000. Such a total of variable cost increases in the direct proportion to the number of units of the product getting manufactured. However, the ink pen production will be impossible without the manufacturing machine, which comes as a fixed cost of $10. So, this cost machine represents a fixed cost and not a variable cost. As its charge do not increase based on the units produced, such fixed costs are not considered in the contribution margin calculation. If a total of $10,000 ink pens are manufactured using the machine at a variable cost of $6,000 and at a fixed cost of $10,000, the total manufacturing cost is $16. The per unit cost will be then computed as $16 divided by $10, which is the unit, is equal to 1.6 per unit. If each ink pen is sold at a price of $2 per unit, the profit per unit comes to SC minus total cost is equals to, which SC means sales price, so 2.0, which is yung sinabi niya kung paano mo mabebenta yung ink, which is yung ball pen ng $2, then minus 1.6 is equals to 0.4 per unit. Then, however, contribution margin does not account for fixed cost components and consider only the variable cost components. The incremental profit earned for each units sold as represented by contribution margin will be sales price minus TVC, which is total variable cost. So, 2.0, which is the sale price, minus 0.6 is the total variable cost, is equals to 1.4 per unit. Then, next is the gross profit ratios. So, for gross profit ratios, we have the formula of gross profit ratio is equals to gross profit minus over net sales. For example, the following data relates to a small trading company. Compute the gross profit ratio of the company. So, the company has a gross sales of $1 million. Then, the sales returns is $90,000. And the cost of goods sold is $675,000. Solution. With the help above the information, we can compute the gross profit ratio as follow. $235 over $910 is equals to 0.2582 or 25.8 in a decimal point. Then, next is gross profit is equals to net sales minus cost of goods sold. So, $910 minus $675 is equals to $235. Then the net sales is equals to gross sales minus sales returns equals to 1 million minus $90,000 is equals to $910. The gross profit ratio is 25.82%. It means that the company may reduce the selling price of its product by 25.82% without incurring any loss.